5 ways to build proof of funds for your visa application. That's what we're talking about in today's video. So you want to stay to the very end of this video, especially if you are looking for ways to build proof of funds for your visa application, whether that is for your Canadian visa application, whether it is proof of funds for your UK visa application, proof of funds for your US visa application, proof of funds for your Schengen visa application. You want to stay to the very end of this video. So, hey there, future Globetrotters, welcome back to your channel. If you are seeing my face for the first time, welcome. My name is Eva Mtali. And here we help you to make your travel dreams a reality, one video at a time. So if you are interested in learning of different ways you can increase chances of your US visa getting approved, your Canadian visa, Schengen visa, UK visa, then you want to subscribe to the channel and also to make sure that you hit the notification bell. It is on the right-hand side of the subscribe button so that every time I shoot a new video, you will be the first one to know. So today we are diving into an essential topic for anyone who is looking to apply for a visa, building your proof of funds. So let us get started. So first up, let's talk about increasing your savings. So start by consistently depositing money into your savings account. Even small regular sums of money can add up over time. So consider setting up automatic transfers if you don't trust yourself with your money, so that money can come from your checking account to your savings account to ensure that regular contributions are made into your account without even you thinking about it. So the first thing you want to do is ask yourself, how much proof of funds do I need by the time I am making my visa application? So guys, I encourage you to start building your proof of funds at least 6 months before when you want to submit your visa application. Because first of all, it makes sure that you have enough cash in and cash flow into and out of your account to show evidence that this account is actually active and you're not just throwing money in there for the visa application. Okay, so make sure that you be deliberate on how much money you're going to have. And I always ask you guys to keep converting this money into, let's say if you want to apply for a UK visa, make sure you know what the exchange rate is for the pound and your country's local currency so that you are thinking in that mindset. Because remember, when they'll be checking proof of funds, the question is, how much money does Eva need when she travels to the UK? How much money will she need to pay for her flight? How much money will she need for her upkeep, to the extent that she will not recourse to public funds? So that is the key issue why this proof of funds is very, very important. And when you're dealing with countries such as Germany, it is even more serious because they actually ask you to put this money in a blocked account, and then the government will be releasing to you this money in bits every month. So this is how serious this proof of funds issue is. Make sure that you give yourself a proper allowance of at least 6 months. And I know a lot of you are going to grunt to the comment section and ask, hey, Eva, how much proof of funds do I need for a visa application? Guys, for all other countries except Germany is one, and I know where they give you a specific figure. For example, if you are going for education, you need around 11,000 euros for Germany. If you're going for the opportunity card, you need about 12,000 euros. But personally, what I do, I always give myself an allowance of 200 to 250 US dollars per day of intended stay in that country. And this is after having paid for my ticket, having paid for my accommodation, and having paid for everything else. So I work with $200 per day for the number of days I intend to stay in that country. So use whatever formula or math you think will work for you and is sufficient for you to convince a visa officer. Okay? Next thing you want to do to build your proof of funds for your visa application is maintaining financial discipline. Guys, reduce your non-essentials to a bare minimum, your expenses, and stick to your budget, yeah? track your spending, because this can help to identify areas where you need to cut on, and also avoid making large withdrawals from this account that you're intending to use to show as proof of funds. And this will ensure that you have a consistent balance over time, okay? And also it doesn't look like you're just borrowing money from random people and putting into this account. So it is very, very important that you maintain financial discipline even as you build your proof of funds account. Number 3 is that when you're building your proof of funds for visa application, you need to invest wisely, okay? This is not the time for you to be buying like government infrastructure bonds. This is not the time for you to be investing like in stocks. It's not the time for you to be investing in a SACCO. And the reason is because you're going to need liquidity in the next 4 to 6 months. So you want to make sure that wherever it is you're investing your money is in places that are, yes, they are, like they prevent you from taking the money like immediately, but they also give you quick access, maybe in 2 weeks to one, maybe in, let's say, 2 days to 1 week maximum. So here we're talking about maybe MMFs, because you don't want to put your money, let's say, in your M-Pesa account, because trust me, the visa officer will trust, okay, their M-Pesa account looks pretty decent, but if I had to, maybe I would put the M-Pesa for my business account, but for my personal account, I'll just go for a bank account, yeah? So, or if it is the MMF, it is an MMF that can give me a proper statement that shows me saving over time. But I would encourage you to go for a bank account and just exercise financial discipline, okay? Also, if you must go for fixed deposits, make sure it's those deposits you can withdraw in time for your visa application, and consider fixed deposits that have a higher interest rate than, you know, the normal account, so that your money can grow. And make sure you also diversify your investments into low risk options, such that you're not in a situation whereby you are saving all your money with this insurance fund and then they went under 2 weeks before your visa application. So you want to make sure that you are diversifying, but also just have one main account that is gonna show build up over time, but also there's decent withdrawals coming out and even more amounts of money coming in. But just make sure that whatever that money is coming in from is something that can clearly be traced. So for example, it can be coming from your employer. So whatever money that is coming from your employer must be corroborated with your payslip and your letter of employer. So make sure there's a clear trail. If, let's say, you sell, I don't know, your piece of land, or you sell your car, make sure you have the sales agreement. Make sure you have the proper transfer showing moving from person A to person B, who I sold my car to. And if you're gonna be going to apply for a visa like the UK visa or the Canadian visa, whereby you do not get to speak to a visa officer, make sure as you are submitting your proof of fund, like your bank statement, you submit these evidences of where these large chunks of money came from. And you wanna watch this video, I'll leave it up here, where I talk about reasons why UK visa applications are denied, and mostly is in cases whereby someone just puts in a whole chunk of money without explaining where that money came from. Number 4 way to prepare your proof of fund or have your proof of fund in time for your visa application is documenting all your financial sources. So keep detailed records of all your financial sources. Remember, if it's not on paper, it didn't happen, yeah? This one works in our African countries. When it comes to these Western European countries, if it's not on paper, it didn't happen. So save all your pay stubs. And you're getting employed by somebody. I know some of you are going to come in the comment section, or if I'm employed by this person, but I don't have a contract, they don't give me a pay slip, ask for it. Otherwise, wait until you have a job that gives you that luxury of a pay stub or a letter of offer or a recommendation letter before you submit your application for a visa, yeah? We're talking about salary slips, employment contracts. Keep documents, keep these documents, yeah? So if you have other income streams like rental income, or you're doing some freelance work, make sure to document those as well. So if you have maybe money coming in through PayPal, or if you're getting paid by YouTube, have all those documents kept safely, because all these people will what can I say? They will give you documents to show, like if it's YouTube, they're gonna send you a monthly like pay stub they sent to your AdSense account. And also make sure if it is rental income, your revenue, they call them what? In Kenya we call them KRA. What do you call, like when you submit your returns, your income tax returns? Yes, you get an acknowledgement. Keep those income tax returns, because they're going to show that you earned money. Yeah. So gather any official letters or statements from employers and financial institutions that you're going to need for your visa application. And then finally, consider seeking sponsorship if it is necessary. Yeah. So if you have a family member or a friend who is willing to sponsor your trip for your visa application, make sure you have all their financial documents ready. And this includes their bank statements, their proof of income, and a formal letter from them stating their intention to sponsor you and why they are sponsoring you. A strong sponsor's financial backing can significantly boost your visa application. However, even where somebody else is sponsoring you, always make sure to have your own financial proof of funds, your own financial statements, or your own evidence of having a business or something. And the reason is because if, let's say, somebody is sponsoring my trip to the US or to Canada or to the UK, and I have zero money, I have zero financial statement, I have zero business, I have zero employment, then my chances of getting stuck there are very high. And it shows that I have very weak ties to my home country that will make me want to come back. So that is why it is very, very important, even in cases where you're being sponsored. And this includes sponsored conferences. Have some money of your own, darling. Is this going to make your case stronger? And actually have a case right now of somebody who got a fully paid for conference and their visa was denied by the embassy. I haven't gotten all the details of why their visa was denied, but the reason they were given is that the embassy is not convinced. They did not give sufficient evidence that they will come back to their home country once the conference is over. So guys, it is that serious. And this is why you need this proof of funds. And like I always say, you need, for my videos to help you on this channel, you need at least 6 to 24 months for them to help you. So that's something like this, even a proof of funds, because the embassies always ask for at least 6 months of financial transactions. So you want to make sure that you have that. So guys, there you have it. 5 solid ways to build proof of funds for your visa application. Remember, financial stability is key to a successful visa application, not just for proof of funds, but it also shows that you have strong economic ties back to your home country and you have no business whatsoever to go and become a burden to the country that is going to be hosting you for the few days when you will be visiting. So if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, because it is free. It helps to motivate me and it helps the algorithms to push this video to a lot more people who will find the help. Subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell for more travel tips and visa advice. Thanks for watching and happy travels. I will see you on the next one. Bye.